Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Commerce Lab by Comsi, the place of everything related to Amazon FBA private label and e-commerce. My name is Vincenzo Toscano, founder and CEO of Ecomsi, and today we bring you another friend of mine. His name is Johnny, and he's the Chief Growth Officer and co-founder of GETIDA. So GETIDA, we know we have seen it everywhere. The best solution out there when it comes to finding that money that Amazon owes you, and Johnny today is gonna give us a full in-depth basically walkthrough of how to use GETIDA and how to make sure you get the best out of that money that basically they can find for you. So Johnny, it's a pleasure to have you here. How you doing, my friend?
Good, good. Can't complain. How about you?
Good, man. I mean, I have seen, GETIDA all over the place, your team here in Europe, you guys in Prosper. I mean, it's been amazing. How actually was a Prosper for you guys? Everything good?
Prosper Show, yeah, was really busy this year. Really powerful, impactful. It's nice to see it.
Nice.
Yeah, over the years, just a little bit of word about Prosper. It's interesting because, my partner, Ethan Wiener, and our CEO, he's
Yeah.
one of the founders of Prosper Show.
Oh,
Yeah, he's one of the
okay.
founders.
Interesting.
So, yeah, but he already sold it. Now it's owned by a public company. He sold it to a public company.
I
And
see.
for him, it's like his little baby. So every year he comes in, he kind of
Yeah.
tells us,
He feels so proud of I
yeah,
built this and I
yeah,
did
he's
this.
like, oh, the first year we did it, 2016. There's only like I don't know, a couple hundred people, and there's only like maybe 15 like service providers. Now there's like 150 service providers, thousands of people, which is great. So it has a bit more of a nostalgia element for us as we go in because we constantly hear stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, if somebody's not aware of the Prospect Show, on a quick note, it's probably the largest and most important
Mm,
Amazon seller
for
show in the
sure.
world. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like a benchmark show. You have the Prosper Show, and then you have kind of other shows which are really great, but not as impactful, or they don't drive as much attention and interest and on such a global scale because we have, of course, the people from America coming in. The sellers are based in the U.S.,
Yeah.
but of course, sellers from all over the world coming from Canada, from Europe, from Middle East, from Asia. It's pretty aggressive. It's pretty nice to see. So it's kind of the yearly gathering of the industry of the Amazon seller industry. Of course, you have an exhibition hall. We have all these solution providers, software providers, service providers. You have the new ones, you have the old ones. It's all good. And then you have, in addition to that, you have all the tracks, like content
Hmm.
tracks, so you can learn. So you can have all these industry leaders speaking about the latest trends or strategies or tactics or hacks on all these different fronts. It could be advertising, it could be logistics, it could be
Hmm.
profitability, can be making an exit, all these things. So they bring kind of the head of the spear into speaking over there. So you get the combination of learning new things, but also finding solutions and connecting to the best players in the industry on a global scale. So that's kind of the opportunity for the Amazon seller. It's not cheap though. It costs like I
Yeah.
think I think it's like at least $1,000 to come just to
Yeah.
buy a ticket.
I know.
So the people who are buying and paying and
It's
come are
top people.
serious. Yeah, they're
Top
not.
people,
It's
eh?
not a hobby. They're serious into the Amazon business.
Yeah, they're not flipping things from AliExpress.
No,
But
these
I
are
mean, I think,
hardcore sellers committed. Yeah.
yeah, and I think you missed something very important, which Prosper is known for, which is the party. I mean, Prosper, everything that goes.
That's the bonus on top. In addition to that, you have like
Yeah,
every day goes by before, during, and after the show. There's all these
man.
big parties that come along. That's more on the networking side, so you can really create bonds and relationship with all these
Yeah.
sellers or service providers. It's beautiful to see how over the years, all these new businesses that started. Amazon sellers, agencies, aggregators. A lot of it stems from the Prosper Show.
Yeah, I think that's, to be honest, where you get the most of the value, because when you have a beer with somebody, when you're having dinner with somebody, that's when you build those relationships that sometimes can end up allowing you to start your new business venture. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's
It's any organization, especially successful ones, is humans working with humans. And you want to work
mm-hmm.
with humans that you have a good chemistry with, you feel you have the same missions, culture. I can tell you that my partner today, and our CEO, he came as an investor and CEO about 2 years ago, right? And Gatito is
Mm-hmm.
about 8 years old. So how did we meet him? Guess what? In the Prosper Show. The first
Yeah.
Prosper Show we did, we came in. He was a big seller. He came to meet and greet us, like, what do you do? How you do? This and that. So, oh, that's what you do. You help with the FB auditing and reimbursements. Let me give it a shot. Let me try it. He tried it, had a really good, outcome.
Mm.
Eventually, he made an exit. He sold his business. So when all the refunds
Wow.
that we got for him really helped him, and it goes to the profit. And when you sell your
Mm.
business, you're selling your profits for a multiple. So it really helped him with
Mm.
his multiple. And he sold it also, his Amazon business, to a public company. So once he had money in his hand and time in his hand,
Yeah.
and he created two world-class organizations in e-commerce, which is the
Yeah.
Prosper Show and his Amazon business, which both of them sold to different public companies. So he had time and money in his hand and a lot of experience. So he looked around, and we had a good relationship that we were able to build over the years. Where we constantly saw him on the Prosper Show.
Yeah.
And we shared a lot of the values and strategies and dreams, I guess. So we came in as an investor and CEO, and a prime example for us how the Prosper Show created a new opportunity for us, a new opportunity for him, and thank God we're grateful.
Yeah, what a journey. I love it. Yeah, to be honest, I love what you guys are doing with GETIDA. I mean, every single year you guys step up the game, and you guys are the leader when it comes to, the solution that you provide. And that's why I wanted to have you on board today, because I know we all see GETIDA and we hear about GETIDA, but sometimes people want to learn about how to actually navigate the platform, how it works, what is the kind of refunds I can get, or, all those small details that sometimes just you can get out of a video. And I think we can do that today. I think you're going to do a demo for us, right?
Yeah, I'll show you the platform a little bit. So let's put stuff in perspective. So the ones who heard of GETIDA, give us a moment. Some things we'll find some familiar. The ones that never kind of heard or understand what's going on, I just want to make sure that we put you in the right context. So
Sure.
A quick few moments on what GETIDA is, or what the hell is Amazon FBA auditing and reimbursements. So I'll keep it basic and I'll keep it simple, and hopefully it'll be helpful. So when you sell on Amazon and you're an FBA seller, fulfilled by Amazon seller, you ship your inventory to Amazon's fulfillment centers. And what happens is when you send your inventory to Amazon's fulfillment centers, a few things can happen, which you might be eligible to get a refund or a reimbursement. So Vincenzo, you send 1,000 units. Amazon, instead of receiving 1,000 units, they only receive 190. So 10 units are missing. You need
every
to
time.
Yeah. It seems to happen, all around. So if you're a seller and this happened to you, it's up to the seller, actually. It's your responsibility to reconcile that. Okay, if the 10 units are missing, they're not just going to give you refunds or anything. You have to reconcile that. That's just one layer. There's more layers. So once your inventory is inside Amazon's fulfillment centers, your units can get lost, damaged, destroyed, disappear, disposed, or overcharged with fees. Also, between the centers, Amazon might shift your products from one center to the other. Let's say from California to Kentucky, from Kentucky to Oklahoma, or if you're in Europe, from Manchester to Leeds, from Leeds to London. I'm trying to remember all the UK cities that I know. Some things happen there. Units get lost, damaged, destroyed, disappear, overcharged with fees. Also, fulfillment centers to the customers when the orders come in. Customers and consumers back to Amazon for all the refunds, all the returns. Fulfillment centers back to you, the seller, if you remove your inventory. All these logistics friction points, you have all these FBA discrepancies that take place. Amazon allows you to look back into the past and find these discrepancies. And then once you do, you open a case and you manage all the back and forth, and they'll take care of you. And if you're eligible to get a reimbursement, they'll reimburse you. Great. This is the kind of the world and dynamic of FBA auditing and reimbursements. So if you never heard about it before, you heard about it now. So now you know. Because we see that most sellers, amazingly,
they don't know about this.
They
It's
just don't know.
basic, but they don't know it.
I need to do something. Oh, I'm owed money. I have no idea. So now you know.
They assume Amazon is your good friend. They're gonna give you the money.
They're your good friend. But when you're dealing with logistics, some inventory gets affected. All these issues. Amazon has created a beautiful opportunity for the sellers and systems and processes to reconcile it and get reimbursements if they're eligible to get it. So make sure if you want to learn more, just Google GETIDA, go to your YouTube channel. You'll see a lot of content there. Webinar seminars, we teach you how to do it, so you can do it yourself. It's all good. Our mission is to make sure that everybody's aware of the opportunity, and we'll teach them even to take action, and it's all good. And we do encourage the seller to do the maximum they can do to get all the refunds that they can.
Okay.
And then what can happen is we can come in afterwards and back you up. So any refund that you're eligible to get and you haven't gotten yet, we'll get it for you. And only if we get it for you, only if we get reimbursed, only then we get paid, right? Because we only charge we only charge a fee based on recovery. So it's free to join GETIDA, it's free to stay with GETIDA. There's no subscription. We're not selling any other subscription or other tools. This is the only thing that we do. So we're PPR, paper recovery. So only if we perform, we get you money. Only then we get rewarded. So small example, Vincenzo, you sign up to GETIDA. The first 30 days, we get you $100 you never had access to before. We charge you 25%, which would be $25. But then the next 30 days, which we recover $0. How much do we charge you?
$0.
So free to join, free to stay, very comfortable, very convenient. So now if you're listening or watching this, you know that there's an issue you need to solve. There's information out there that we put out so you can solve it, to teach you. And of course, we can also back you up on it. And of course, if you want us just to do everything, we'll do everything, not a problem. And now we're going to dive into the dashboard. So I'll show you the platform, because we're trying to make it as simple as possible as we can. So just like that, when you connect to GETIDA, we're going to go back 18 months and give you all the refunds that we can. And we're going to show you visibility. You're going to be able to see in real time what we're doing. Great. But over the years, we rolled out more features that if you use these features on our platform, we're going to get you even more refunds.
Nice.
So once again, you connect to GETIDA, we get you everything that we can. You don't have to do anything. Great. But if you go to our platform and use it, we'll get you even more.
The extra mile. Yeah.
The extra, yeah, the tail, the juice, whatever you want to call it. Because our mission is, if you look in our website, it's called Maximum Refunds. And how do we do it? Data driven. It's all through data. So wherever you are today with your journey with FBI auditing and reimbursements, we're here to support you. Of course, you connect. We'll give you everything we can. But if you use our systems, which we're going to jump in a moment, you'll get even more. So we do encourage the sellers to get as much as they can. So let's see what we got for you guys. Okay. So welcome to the GETIDA platform. We're looking good.
Good, good. I would love to see that potential recovery on my account, 35,000.
Yeah. So I mean, this is a nice number. We see sometimes it's in the millions. So
it's crazy. I know.
We see some aggressive numbers. So as soon as you land in, you'll be able to see kind of historically what's going on with the account. So you see here we filed 2,277 cases. Our success rate was over 80%, which in this case was 83%, and we got back like $70,000. Great. The red area here shows you like how much more we're looking into right now. So mathematically speaking, there's almost $36,000 worth of issues that we're still looking into. If we feel that's eligible for reimbursement, we'll open a case, and if it gets reimbursed, this number will come down, right? Or if we see this not a real issue, we're going to deduct it. But as the days go by, new issues come in, so this number might go up. So this number constantly changes. It just gives you an idea of all the data that we're looking into. The idea here is not to overwhelm you, the sellers. The sellers have a lot on their mind. So many things to do: sourcing, launching, advertising, managing pricing, customer support. We want to make it as easy as possible. So on the dashboard area, it just gives you real-time visibility of what's going on and makes it simplified. But of course, you're going to see the breakdown of every case. Once you open a case, you see the case ID, what's the status, how much money was reimbursed, and what was the date that was filed. So any issue, any case that was related to a shipment, will have a shipment ID. Because remember I told you about the shipments? So you'll see the shipment ID here. Okay, so it shows you that visibility. Great. So the dashboard overview, boom. I just want to mention that we actually won the gold award from the American Business Awards for this dashboard technology. Yeah, and why? Thank you. Yeah, so why did we win the gold award? Because at the end of the day, there's a whole army working on your behalf. It's real people working on your behalf. But all that work is translated to a dashboard in real time. That's innovation, and this is in the Amazon FBA auditing and reimbursement space. So we were pretty innovative with
and it's
that.
so powerful that just with a few clicks, you know what is going on. You don't need to be jumping around and all that craziness, you know.
Imagine everything you kind of do on Amazon. All of a sudden, you go into the dashboard and send everything that's going on. Nobody has that. So at least on the FBA reimbursement side, we did that. So all that work that we're doing for you, boom, you see it in real time. So you know what's going on. So it makes it very, very comfortable. Okay, great. So this will show you all the work that we're doing in real time. Nice. Now I want to turn your attention to two modules that we have that if you, the seller, will use them, will get you even more refunds. So we're going to go, we're still going to click here into inbound shipments. I already, like the cooking show, how they're trying to cook like meals. I already prepared the page in advance. I'm going to go to the inbound shipments page. Okay. So as you scroll in, you'll see a few things. First thing, you'll see the breakdown of each shipment and what's the value of each shipment. This way you can work from top to bottom, top value to bottom value. So real-time visibility. And this is all free. Imagine that you have to go to your Amazon account and find every shipment and find the shipment that has an issue and what's the value of it. It will take you forever. Here, boom, you click it. You have real data in real time, free. We're not going to charge you anything. It's free to join, free to stay. So if you want to do it yourself, use this data for free, no problem. Okay? Now, if I put all these shipments together, you see it's worth $26,000.
Okay.
And so in order for the seller to get this $26,000, once again, this is all additionals. So in order for it to reconcile the shipments, more data is needed. So there's two types of data that's needed. One type of data is which most sellers don't need, but I'm going to start from that one. It's called proof of delivery, POD, proof of delivery. If you use Amazon shipping, like when you ship to FBA and you buy your shipping from Amazon, you're not going to need proof of delivery because Amazon will have the tracking. It will know that it got delivered to the warehouse. This is if you don't use it. You use it outside. You go outside and use some other carrier.
Any service,
Yeah, Amazon might say, okay, you say you shipped 1,000 units, 10 units are missing. Show me that it got delivered. So send me a proof of delivery. A proof of delivery typically is a stamped BOL. It's a bill of lading, which has a stamp. Boom, got delivered. So you can just click here. We'll tell you the shipments that need the proof of delivery. You can just go and file your claims or send it to us. We'll file a claim with that data. Fine.
Okay.
The second type of a document or data point that's needed that all sellers need is a proof of purchase, POP. Now, a proof of purchase can be two things. The first thing, it can be an invoice, right? But if you're a private label seller and you have your own brand registry, you don't have to send an invoice. You don't have to show your
Mm.
Amazon your supplier and disclose your supplier or your pricing or anything. Instead of an invoice, you can give them a packing slip, right?
Okay.
And if you want to give them a packing slip, we have a tool here, which we have a patent on this tool. It's called Doc Master. Okay,
Okay.
it's a packing slip tool. So a few clicks, boom, it generates all the documents that you need. So imagine that
Okay.
you, Vincenzo, you have to send me 124 PDF files. It's gonna take you a little while, right?
I know, yeah.
So instead of
For
that, you
sure.
can just log into Document. You'll see a few things. You see that you can have all your information for package slip ready to go. So you can just click on create package slip and you're done.
Okay.
Because the
And I
package
guess
slip
it
is
takes all the information automatically from your
yeah.
Amazon
So you're gonna
account.
do
Yeah.
one-time setup. You're gonna put your company information, a logo, your name, and signature. You do once, and boom, it's ready to go. So if you do once, you do the setup. You'll be
Okay.
able to go in and click on create package slip, and boom, it's gonna be very easy. So 124 shipments will take you maybe 3 to 4 minutes to create them. Or we created pretty recently, actually a few weeks ago, we launched Doc Master Pro. So Doc Master
Okay.
Pro, if you go in, you just opt into this, and we'll take care of it for you.
Oh, okay,
That's all it
interesting.
is.
Yeah.
There's two.
Yeah,
There's two.
because I was going to ask, there's people that they have time for nothing, so maybe they want to have the pro one.
Yeah, so it's free. There's no
Yeah.
extra charge for Doc Master Pro. The thing is that we still kept the option for you to do it yourself or have us do it because some sellers you feel like some of the shipments are not so accurate, so their warehouse kind of makes mistakes. So they want
I
to have the
see.
ability to do manually and edit the quantities.
I see.
So they do
Okay.
it, but the
Okay.
ones that are fully trust, they work with the factory, everything usually very good. They can opt into Dockmaster and we could do it for them. Not a problem at all. Okay, so the
Nice.
idea once again, you have $26,000 to recover. You have 124 shipments that need a packing slip. You can just log into Dockmaster. You can generate them yourself pretty quickly with just a few clicks. Or if you already opt into Dockmaster Pro, we'll do it for you. You can read a bit more. Packing slip creation and handling of your FBA inbound shipments is done by
Nice.
GETIDA. FBA inbound shipments reconciliation is done by us. Management of all the claims process and documents handling by GETIDA claims. And you just kind of click on opt-in and you're good to go. So it's pretty good. So
And
that's
now I
yeah.
have a quick question that I'm pretty sure people listening and watching this may have. It's like, let's say I have never used GETIDA before and I log and connect my account. How far I can go back and fix all the mess I had on my account? Because there are people that never did this, and I'm pretty sure as soon as they connect their account, they're gonna find all this. But how about you can go for some of them? Yeah.
So high level, there's like 3 tiers.
Okay.
The first tier is up to 18 months. Actually, let me start from the earlier tier. The first tier is 90 days. And actually it takes us to the next thing I wanted to show you, which is the pick and pack, which is kind of here. I wanted to show you.
Okay.
So we can stay on this page for now. So pick and pack or fulfillment overcharges, you have 90 days to recover. What's a fulfillment overcharge? You're selling this product, right? When you sell it, Amazon will pick the unit from the bin. They're going to package it in a box. They're going to ship it out. It's called pick and pack or a fulfillment fee. They're going to charge you every time. The amount of fee that they charge you is based on the weight and dimension of the product. So the larger and heavier that Amazon thinks the product is, the more they're going to charge you. Okay, so you need to fix that. So they might charge you $10 a unit instead of $3. So they might overcharge you $7 every time you sold the unit. You sold 1,000 units. That's $7,000 that you overcharge you because you have incorrect data, right? So when you find that, or we find that, we need to do 2 things. The first thing is fix the information. So going forward, you don't get overcharged. So it keeps your margins, right? Your profits. And then we go back at 90 days to get you all the refunds, okay, that they're eligible to get. So this is 90 days. FBA shipments. When you ship to FBA, I just showed you the inbound shipments. In the United States, you got 9 months to look back. 9 months. If you're in Europe or UK, you have 6 months. You have less time.
Okay.
Different marketplace, different rules. I'm just telling you guys it is. And then kind of everything else in a way is like 18 months. So in large, you can go up to 18 months, but some of them are limited to 9 months. Some of them are 6 months, and some of them are 3 months.
Okay, interesting.
So it used to be, by the way, everything was 18 months, and over the years, Amazon is making less and less time.
Yeah, of course, because people, they just forget about it, and
they have their reasons, but that's when we can come in as a solution that constantly lives and breathes on this element, and make sure that you constantly, you get everything that you're eligible to get in a timely manner, and you never miss out. Okay, so yeah, so that was for your question. There was another question.
So yeah, this one I can see on the screen, which I find it very interesting. I guess here, I see you have windows. You can edit the length.
Yeah. So here, let's touch on the weight and dimension issues or the pick and pack issues. So you'll see that you'll see that this is the data that Amazon already has in your account. So let's say your product is not 11 inch; it's actually only 3 inch. So you can adjust that. And
Okay.
let's say here it's not actually a pound, it's a 0.3 of a pound. So you can just click save and save, and then we'll trigger our system to run an audit. And of course, if we see they're
Okay.
overcharging, you would take action. This is you can do one by one if you have a
Wow, that's
small
powerful.
account. But if you have
Mm.
a big account, big portfolio, you can do it in bulk. You can just export table here, right? It
Mm-hmm.
will have a template with all this info. You can just update all the info, all the data, and then upload. Boom, we'll do it in bulk. So if
Okay.
you have a
Sure.
small account, a few ASINs, you can do manually. If you have a lot of ASINs, you can do it in bulk. But once you have the data and we know exactly what the winning dimensions are, we'll be able to run an audit and get you that additional recovery, additional refunds that we mentioned.
Okay. Very new. Okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So once again, these two elements here, if you use them, we get you even extra. And then we can test, look a little bit more on other things here. Yeah, payment methods. You can always update the credit card on file. If you have more than one store, you sell on Amazon US, and let's say you sell
Yeah,
on
I wanted to
Amazon.
ask you that actually. The marketplaces. Maybe people may ask themselves, does GETIDA work with all the countries, or some of them? So.
So yeah, we work on a global scale. We work with Amazon US, Canada, Mexico, UK, and EU.
Mm-hmm.
So we just choose a marketplace, and you'll be able to add those on. So if you're an aggregator, an agency, you have more than one account, this
Yes.
will help you basically to have one login to GETIDA, and then you'll be able to scroll between all the accounts in one login. So it makes it very comfortable. And also billing. See, the billing is all here. So every month we kind of
Breakdown of
you
everything.
get a statement, a spreadsheet statement. Of course, you see it real time on the dashboard, but every month is kind of close together into a CSV file. And
Okay.
then once it's paid, you'll see the invoice, and it's all here. So
Okay.
it's all
So
good.
it means the payouts are done on a monthly basis for the client, right? Or whatever is the
Yeah.
call.
So
Okay.
what happens is when you get a reimbursement from Amazon, Amazon adds the money to your Amazon account to your
Okay.
deposit, and they pay you every 2
Mm-hmm.
weeks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
typically. But we get it once a month. We do a summary. We send you a statement, and only then we get paid. So by the time we get paid, the money is already deep in your pocket.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah. So of course, if you want to refer a seller, you'll get a special code.
Mm-hmm.
Profit Boost is basically GETIDA. We're part of a larger company now. We're
Okay.
backed up by private equity, so we have other divisions that will focus on other things to reduce costs
Okay.
and save money. These other things
Interesting.
could be 3PL centers, it could be regular carriers like UPS, FedEx, DHL. It could be waste management. It could be telephone bills. Later on, we're gonna have a portal for that, so it's set early, and then FAQ, frequently asked questions. So that's it. That's
Nice.
pretty much the end of the
Very
road.
good.
Yeah, the idea is kind of to once again to make it very, very. Let me unshare the screen, or you want to put back the regular screen?
Yeah.
There we
So
go.
this one. Yeah. Good. Yeah. I think to be honest, I mean, the fact that you can now break down, especially the pick and pad one, that I bet so many people is wasting money on that because, sometimes you put the wrong dimensions and weight, and the fact that now you can do what you just said, is put the right one and do an audit. I mean, it's super powerful, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's complex. It's not fun, but
Yeah. Of course,
we're,
it's not
we're
fun.
very committed. Yeah, we're committed.
Yeah.
It's
But it's money. It's
yeah,
money.
it's
It's not.
data handling, it's mathematics, it's calculations, and yeah, as part of our commitment. So we not only that we do it, we create a platform for you to use and engage with, so you can give us the data as simple as possible, so we can go to work on that. Yeah, but this is on the GETIDA platform side. Once again, there's a lot of hype and excitement about being able to go back to the past 18 months
Yeah.
and flush yourself with cash you never imagined to have. So we're that agent that does that. So historically, we're just doing everything that we can, but over the years, we get more advanced and we roll out more features
Love
on
it.
our platform. So that if you use it, and things that get more complex, we try to simplify it as much as possible. So we try to simplify the FBA shipments, so you get visibility and you understand all the documentations that are needed. And of course, on the weight and dimension, fees, create an easy portal for you to, give us the data so we can go to work. And that's it. That's kind of
Yeah.
to make it all simplified, the GETIDA magic, if
Yeah.
you like.
Yeah, of course. And now it's more important than ever. I mean, we know that right now, economically, the whole world is all over the place, and having that extra cash flow is going to be game changers for
Yeah, I
some
do want
brands
to
that they can
mention,
use
like you
for
mentioned, that extra
PPC.
cash flow for anybody
Yeah.
to watching this or considering this. Just keep in mind that on an annual basis, we see that the discrepancy rate can range between 1 to 3% from your revenue. In other
Wow.
words, for every 100 units you ship to Amazon, between 1 to 3 units will experience an issue, a discrepancy. The unit might get lost, damaged, destroyed, disappeared, disposed, or overcharged with fees. So let's say you're doing $1 million a year. That's $10,000 to $30,000 you got to focus on. If you're doing
Yeah.
10 million a year, that's 100,000 to 300,000. So as you
Wow.
scale, these numbers become
Big.
more dramatic. So
Yeah.
you know your numbers, whoever's watching it. So do your calculation. That's kind of your
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure now people is running. Oh, I need to get into GETIDA right now.
Yeah.
And by the way, we have a promotion, right? So if you can tell us a little bit about that, yeah.
Yeah, so not only is that it's free to join and free to stay, we did create an offer for ecomc followers. So you could just visit getida.com/ecomc. I don't know if you want to put it here in the show notes or behind
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the description
on the
so
banner.
people
Yeah,
can find the click.
yeah.
Yeah.
So see it on the description. So you're gonna get a $400 offer, which means the first $400 we're gonna get for you in FBA reimbursements will be free.
Free
We're not gonna
money.
charge you a penny. Yeah, free money. So guaranteed you're gonna have $400 extra in your pocket just for trying us out. It might take us a few days, a few weeks. We can have $400 extra just by surviving these 20 plus minutes watching this. So we do appreciate your time. And after $400, if you want to leave us, you can leave. If you want to stay, you can stay. Whatever it is that you need, that's fine by us. But yeah, we're here to help. Hopefully, we'll flush you with thousands or tens of thousands back and take that money and reinvest it into the business.
Yeah.
Source more products, launch more products, invest. You have more money to invest in PPC, so you improve your ranking. I see that over the years, money is very useful for many people.
Yeah, of course.
I'm always surprised to see how useful money is for many people. So it's your money at the end of the day. You guys, you sellers are working extremely hard. It's not simple. If it was so easy to be a business owner and an Amazon seller, everybody will
do it.
Yeah, but you don't do it because it's easy. You do it because it's hard.
Yeah,
I think it's an American saying. I think the JFK, the John F. Kennedy, he said that we don't do it because it is easy. We do it because it's hard, because it's challenging. That's why we do it.
That's a very good one. Yeah,
kind of the American spirit, the American way. You do hard things.
Hustling.
You hustle and you work hard, not because it's easy, because it's hard and it's challenging. But that's where the reward comes in. So we have all these things you got to take care of your business. So hopefully by looking into the past and flushing yourself with money you never imagined that's yours, and it is yours, take it, use it, and reinvest in it, and grow from there. That's kind of what we usually like to see sellers do.
Awesome, John. I appreciate the message. And in case somebody want to ask you any questions, anything, do you want to share maybe your LinkedIn or anything?
Yeah, I can. I'm available in a few places. You can go to my direct email. It's yonim@getida.com. Yoni is YONIM @getida.com. You just visit the getida.com. Also, there's a contact us page. We have a chat. Humans actually are there in the chat. We're very friendly. But also I'm pretty active on LinkedIn and Facebook. Just put my name in, Yoni Mazor. Feel free to connect. Here to help with all matters involving FBA reimbursements, but anything Amazon in general. Just a little bit of a background on myself. GETIDA, I don't sell on Amazon anymore, but GETIDA was born from our activities as Amazon sellers. Right. So over 10 years ago I started selling. Over 10 years ago I started selling online. Back in the day we started on eBay, and then in 2013 we started selling on Amazon, and then the business grew very quickly from 0 to 20 million. Then we became a part of a larger group that as a group we're doing 100 million. And what happened was all these FBA discrepancies, we had so much data, our Excel spreadsheets were breaking. So we had to kind of do two things. First thing was to create a technology software to manage all the transaction at scale, but also a dedicated team to keep solving the issue, because 1 to 3% from 100 million is 1 to 3 million a year we have to kind of take care of. So we created the solution for ourselves. It worked pretty well. We're pretty friendly. So we told our friends from the industry that we have these abilities. They told us, help us, we'll pay you. And that was the early genesis of GETIDA back in 2015. Over the years it's just growing organically because the value proposition was so simple. It's only based on performance. So we kind of made a strategic decision to cash out of retail because we felt like we peaked. So we took all of our profits, all of our energy, all of our motivation and attention and creativity into one place, the maximum refunds for sellers. And from that point on, we kind of took leadership on the niche of Amazon FBA auditing and reimbursements. So I'm here to help on anything with reimbursements. But, if you're struggling or challenging, if we're growing a business from 100,000 to $1 million, we've been there. From 1 million to 2 million, we've been there. 2 million to 10 million, we've been there. 10 million and up, we've been there. So anything we can derive from our experience, feel free to reach out and help. Feel free to reach out and connect, and we're here to help. So.
Love it, Johnny. So thank you very much for that. Any questions, anything, guys, feel free to message Johnny and find the description, basically all the promotions regarding GETIDA, so you can join and get that cash flow for your business. Yeah. So thank you, Johnny. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Okay.
Thank you so much, Vincenzo. All the best, everybody. Take care.